Well, first, for those of you who don't know you, tell us who you are.
I am Sandy Smith. I've been at this 11 years. Who I am feels like a loaded question.
Yeah, go on.
I feel like I should be on a couch for that one. Yeah, I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm neurotic. I have a touch of ADHD. No, I've been at this 11 years and I started at Keller Williams, then went to Remax, and I'm here to stay. So if you don't like me, I
So,
ain't going nowhere.
what'd you do before real estate?
Ultrasound for quite some time. And there's like different kinds of modalities that you can get into ultrasound. So I ended up doing them all and I ended up getting to mobile ultrasound. So I would like travel all over the area and I got burnt out very quickly from doing that. And I was on my way into work one day and I saw my patient schedule and I was like, there's no way. Like my body was literally wearing out. You can get like shoulders, elbow, and shoulders, or scanner's shoulder and scanner's elbow. And I went to go pull my hair up for work one day, and my shoulder completely dislocated. So I was like,
Jeez.
it's this movement all day from doing ultrasounds. And since I was mobile, I had like this little truck and I would take the machine in and out of all these different hospitals. And if you're in like an ICU floor, these big giant beds, you have to like reach over and it's a lot on your shoulder. So I got burned out and I was like, I ain't doing this.
So, you got into real estate and like maybe it's changed since the beginning, but like what's your why now? Like why are you in real estate? Like why do you do what you do?
For me personally, I'm very like dual minded. I'm a very creative person, so I like the creative outlet that I think real estate gives me, and then kind of like the structure that goes with it, and like, helping people to kind of like go through the motions of like their life. And I try to like, that's what we're gonna get into is like my niche and helping people just kind of like figure out how to adult, I guess. No one ever taught me, so I'm like, come children, let me teach you all the ways. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so your first like I don't know couple years in, what are some of the biggest challenges that you found getting into real estate?
I would say the power of no was a big thing for me when I first started. So, coupled with that was like the power of a good buyer consultation. But no, I won't be showing you a home the day of my wedding. Like, let's not do that. I did that. No, I'm not going to show you a house because I just put my dog down. Like, I think that there's a season that we need to like pause and know that like everything, real estate's like 0 to 100, 0 to 100, 0 to 100. And we're constantly like that. And the market dictates that, right? Like we do a lot of that ourselves. So just being able to have like a good buyer consultation in the beginning and know, like, full well, they ain't buying that house. How about no? We'll schedule this for another day. It puts you in control of the transaction and the relationship with the client, and it puts you in control of your life. So that was my biggest thing in the beginning was like the power of no. I walked into some shady houses with some shady people, and I was like, by the grace of God, I came out alive. I don't know how I wasn't trapped, like sadly, in a closet somewhere because they weren't pre-approved. I never met them, and I'm showing up at these like broken down houses, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll let you in. I don't know who you are. No. How
Yeah.
about no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of the same. A lot of you have heard me talk about this too. Is like I wanted that freedom of schedule, and I worked so much on weekends and different. I missed out on so much of my personal life. In my first year, I was like, I'll just go for everybody. If you need to go see it, I'll be there when you need to see it. And it was a giant mistake. I remember in my first 6 months, I bought me and my wife tickets to go out to Burgettstown to see. It was like James Arthur and One Republic and someone else. We're all excited to go. And these people I showed this $500,000 house to a couple days before, like, hey, can we bring our parents to go see it? Okay, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have this concert. I'm like, hey, and they're like, no, we can do this other day. We'll go find another agent. They literally, I was like,
Yeah.
I wanted the sale. I was like, I got a wedding coming up. I want to be able to pay for this wedding. This could pay for this wedding. Go show it to them. They completely ghost me after it. We missed out. We didn't go to the concert. We missed out on all of it, like completely ghosted. I never talked to them again. So I was like, after that point, I was like, I will not miss out on something I don't want to
Yeah.
miss out on like ever again. It's awesome that it gives you the ability to do that. But like, I think agents have to stick up for themselves
Yeah.
a little bit more and say, no, this is my schedule. You set those expectations ahead of time. Is you're going to work around my schedule.
And like have backup. There's more than enough of us. Like find like your core
Yeah.
people. Like, hey, I know when I'm on vacation, I know I can rely on this person, this person, this person, and vice versa. When they go on vacation, they know that they can call me, and it's like, sure, I got you. What do you need? That's all. That's all you need is backup.
So let's get into finding your niche. At what point, like, where were you at in your real estate business where you're like, I need to really focus on something, a niche that is about me and speaks to who I am? Like, how did you discover that, and take us through that?
It was very early when I first started. So I was at Keller Williams before. They have this big convention. It's called the Bold Convention. And there's this breakaway session during the Bold part of the class, and you have to call 100 people. Well, I'm a brand new agent. I barely know how life works, and I don't have 5 people to call, let alone 100 people. And it was like an hour-long pause in the day that we had to like go call all these people, come back and like share our success stories. Oh, I got so much business because I called so and so. And I'm like, cool. I don't have anybody to call, and I'm not going to buy leads. It's just not who I am. Like, give me a t-shirt, I'll never buy a lead. That's what it's going to say. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do and able to get business? Who am I going to call? Because there's only so many friends and family members that I can call and bother. So I went to like a class like this. Some mortgage person stood up there and they talked about the 5 Ds of real estate, right? It was like diamonds, diapers, degree, divorce, and death. And it was like, I was like, okay, I'm going to pick one of those and I'm going to run with it. And the majority of what I do with my bridal people kind of cover 3 of those. So a lot of the people that I talk to just got their degree or are finishing their degree. So they're moving up in that aspect. Diamonds, hello, obviously it's a wedding show, or diapers. So from the time I get them into the door, that's their first house. So much trust has been established that when they start with the diapers, hey, remember that house you sold us? I've gotten 2 calls already this year that's like that. We have now our second child. That bathroom that's only a half bath upstairs isn't working for us. We need to level up. Great. So I got into it with the mindset of kind of doing the bridal thing, covering all 3 of those 5. And I had a friend at the time, she worked in bridal gowns. So I talked to her about like runway shows and things like that. And then she was like, just do like a bridal show convention. I was like, what the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. So the first show that I did, called the guy and that did it. I emailed him first. He called me. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to set you up with a booth. This is how much it is. You need to have something fun and entertaining at your booth. I'll see you there. And I was like, cool. I was like, now what do I do? So I didn't have any like direction. I went to my broker. I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I got in the bridal show. And she was like, that's great. Let me know how it goes. And I was like, still don't have direction. We just still need help. So that's where the creative side, I put on my thinking cap and I was like, what can I do that's like fun and creative that people are going to come by and visit my booth? So the first year I had, do you know, like when you go to the beach and there's like those cardboard cutouts of like the muscle guy and the bikini girl, and you put your face in it? I had that, only it was a guy carrying a girl over the threshold. It was
Nice.
like that and a thing of mints and like me at a table. And I was like, yes, I'm doing it. And there was no plan in place. Like, I didn't know what I was saying when people came up to the booth. I didn't have any kind of follow up. I had no like lead collection form, but I did it. And I was like, okay, first one is done and under my belt. And ever since that first one, I've just learned every single year and adapted and changed. And to this day, how many shows and how many years later, I've never done 2 shows the same ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, how did you find that? Like, why did you choose that path? Is it something about you and your personality, or you thought like, hey, this is where I'm gonna be able to get in front of the most amount of people? What made you choose? Like, did it choose you, or did you choose it?
I tend to do a lot of everything that I do based off of like energy and happiness. And of those 5 Ds that we talked about, if you've ever, and I was also getting married, so I was like in that season
Sure.
in my own personal life. So I would like go to bridal shows. I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's like so happy here. And this like just everybody was just like in that happy zone and it just felt elevated everywhere I went. Like you go to a bridal store and it's like, girl, oh my gosh, how are you? And like you get a bag and I'm like, I could just like live in this energy like all day long. That's what I wanted to do. So that's where I wanted to continue to like grow my business where everybody's just happy and this is like a big moment for somebody and like catering to someone in that way because like I come from like a very giving heart. So I that's why I gravitated to
Yeah.
just that
Awesome.
that part.
Okay. What are some, like, now that you got into there, you're getting these leads and everything, and now, like, talk us through, like, some of the tools and systems that you started implementing and things like that to help you really kinda take that next level in your business.
I've gone up and down this roller coaster. If you're gonna get into a niche, just know you're gonna have so many growing pains. It's almost it's a head it, you grow with your business in a niche every single day. And it's like, oh cool, this worked last year. Doesn't work for shit this year. Well, we're gonna try again next year. Oh wait, no, the whole industry has changed because you are constantly adapting to your audience. Don't think for a second you're in control. You're not. You can try. You can have your systems in place and do the follow up, but your audience will let you kind of know the direction that they want to go, how they're receiving your message. Is it the method in which you're trying to relay your message, or is it the message itself? So you have to adapt in a lot of ways. But on the back end, you have to have something in place to hold all of the information from the people that you're getting. That's the key thing. Because after all these shows, I get like you should see the number of girls that I get. And first year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Give me the bold class again. I'm going to call like 2,000 people. Watch me call all the people. But of those people that you're like contacting, it goes back to what you taught today, quality over quantity. Like now I'm at a point where I go to the bridal shows and it's like, cool, I get the master sheet at the end, but I don't touch it. If you came up to my booth and we had like a meaningful conversation, I'll call you and I'll talk to you and we'll set up something online. But it is very much the quality over the quantity. If you're going to some type of convention or something for the list and it's just going to sit in your database, I mean, have at it. You ain't going to do nothing with it.
Same thing with open houses too.
The
If you're just
same
going to
thing.
open houses to check a box, like, "Here, I got my list," and you end up doing nothing with it, like, it's the exact same thing. What is your follow-up plan, and what are the things of value you're gonna give to those people where you can build that relationship there, and you can start to converting a lot more people. Like, if you're sitting a lot of open houses, you're doing something like that, if you're not tracking what your conversion rates and what your ROI is, like, you just start sitting down and planning that out of, like, what is actually working and what's not working. What am I getting the most, like, responses back from? What is nobody replying back from? Is this form of communication better than this form of communication? Like, you should really be breaking down your business like that to find out what truly works. And like she said, the market is changing.
Mhm.
Like technology is changing. You kind of have to start changing with that as well.
Yeah. Their AI, like, depending on the age group too, if you're that your niche is in, if their AI, like, desensitized and flooded, they're gonna see right through you if you're being fake or using AI or whatever. It's gotta be relationship, very core intended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
But I've used Follow Up Boss, Moxie, any system that's ever been given to me by any brokerage, an Excel spreadsheet, good old paper, and a 3-ring binder. I use it all.
What was your favorite out of all those?
Follow Up Boss probably,
Right,
which I got rid of because we're getting this new systems.
which I wanted you to say that because it is it is the best CRM out there, Follow Up Boss, which is we are all going to be getting that on the new platform. Like, it's not Follow Up Boss exactly; they built their own Follow Up Boss that integrates with everything. So I say, guys, like, I'll double down on this. Get your contact list together because it will help you grow your business. The resources that we are getting in September will truly help you grow your business if you get things set up properly now. Okay, and then learn how to use it the right way. Like, this technology is absolutely awesome and it will help you grow.
And I
So
will say the contacts that you do have in there, like, make sure they are like you've got notes, like the dogs' names, the kids' names, like every little thing. Like for me, I get like that added layer because it's like, oh, your wedding date is this day. Oh, your wedding colors are these, and it's just an added piece of value that you get to kind of like sprinkle in whenever you're having a conversation with someone because we obviously want to build that relationship quickly. And for me, it's something stupid like, oh my gosh, they remember my kid's name. Or oh my gosh, they remember my dog's name. And it seems stupid and it's so like simple, but it means a lot on the back end. But
right.
anyhow.
Okay. New agent getting into the business, or you're already in the business and maybe you're just like, I don't really have a niche. I just come in, I'm just a real estate agent. Like, what is some advice that you would have of to, like, find your path in finding your niche where you can start converting more people of the kind of people that you want to work with?
So I think the first thing is to figure out if you're a passive agent or an active agent. And there's a very big difference between the two. You can be a passive agent and be extremely successful just with the past clients that you've had and if you buy leads or whatever. But all of the activities, think about like what a passive agent does is like the business just kind of comes to them, right? An active agent requires a lot of pouring into you, your brand, your identity, and that's where coming in and building a niche goes. I would rather pay money to myself and building my niche than pour money out to someone like a third party company like Realtor or Zillow or someone else. It's the same amount of money, right? It just comes in different waves. Like we all know, like I've had this conversation with Dana before. My first quarter, don't talk. He's like, "Were you at that meeting?" I'm like, "Is it February?" No, because the first quarter, all my bridal stuff happens. I eat, sleep, and breathe bridal the first quarter. If you get into a niche, it literally has to consume you. And the niche has to lead you, right? The audience and the niche comes first. You and being an agent comes second. If you go to a convention or if you're like, I'm going to get into like, I don't know, like the dog expo, right? I'm gonna do the dog and the pet expo, and that animals are gonna be my niche. If you go up and set a booth and it's just you and Coldwell Banker, you may as well be Anderson frickin' Windows out there. No one cares. No one cares about you. I love you, but no one cares about you. But if you lead it with the pet first, right? Does Fido need a house or whatever? Like speak to your audience first and then back it up with, oh, by the way, this is what I do and this is how I can help you. That's what's going to help you excel in building relationship and rapport with your audience. It's them first. Oh, by the way, this is what I do and this is how I can support you in whatever it is that you're doing. There's a million and one niches out there that I think that people can get into and even just take some like when I first started, I wrote down 5 things that I enjoy. It's my faith, crochet, gardening, kind of like in that season that I was in, all the bridal stuff and like, I don't know, something else. But of all of those things, I kind of narrowed it down to the bridal thing because again, I was engaged, I was in that. So it was really heavy for me in that moment and in my mind. But if you just take a look at what your interests and what your hobbies are and what you're truly passionate about, that's going to shine through no matter what you do. But if you don't have anything that you're interested in, I'd say not just like pick a neighborhood, but like
Stop being so boring. No,
don't
I'm kidding. I'm messing.
not be so boring,
No,
but like
I'm kidding.
just be like a little bit extra in the best way possible. Like, you know, I think guys are really good at doing like investment properties, but like where are my condo queens? Like, where are the girls out there that are just like you? If you need a condo in Pittsburgh, there's a new North Shore thing coming up. Lawrenceville condo, everything that's going on downtown. Where's that one woman? Sorry, guys, I don't have any ideas for you. Where's that one woman that it's like she knows where all the condos are? She knows what the HOA is, what the amenities are. She knows what's coming up in Pittsburgh. Where are my boat baddies? You know, like where are the people that know waterfront properties? You know, all the D's that we were talking about, a divorce diva, downsizing person, you know, like pick a niche, but when you go and you pick that niche, it literally needs to consume you. It needs to be everything that you are, pour everything that you have into it. And if you find somebody else in that space, just be like, damn, and take a step aside and just respect that somebody else has that space and do something else because there's more than enough to go around that you could do something else. But if someone else is already doing it, don't do it.
Unless they're not doing it very good.
I mean,
There's some of that.
yeah.
We have those.
Yeah, you got some of
Yeah.
those. But I'd say just pick something that you know you're gonna I mean, you gotta make money off of it, right? You know that there's gonna be some type of turnaround, something that you're passionate about. And if you're gonna do it, you've got to, not just a toe in, not one foot, both feet, all in. It has to be your identity. So to when someone comes up and it's like, that's the so and so person. Oh, that's Kayla. That's a condo queen right there. That's who that is. Like just that everybody just needs to know who you are. Everyone's very familiar. Zeta's brand is very luxury. Everyone knows that that's her thing. And she runs. Queen, go. That's you just gotta run with it.
Awesome. Right. And on that note, like, and you might be thinking, oh, gosh, like, how do I find what mine is? or relate this back into AI, like I do a lot of stuff. Like if it doesn't know you yet, just go on there. If you're not using it yet, just say, "Hey, this is who I am. I'm a real estate agent. I want you to ask questions about me to get to know me so I can find my niche. And then I want to build my marketing plan and everything I do to help promote my niche and what that is." Then to say, I want like once it gets to know you, give me 20 different ideas of what I can build that around. Okay, it can be think different sports, different stuff like that. Maybe different areas, like she said, the dog thing. Maybe it be fitness. Maybe it be just faith. Like there could be a lot of different things that you can have your niche. Like what are your interests and what do you truly love doing in life the most, and can you build something around that is real estate, and you can attract other people that are kind of in that the same interest. Like
Mhm.
how fun is it when you actually get to work with the clients that are like you and that you can kind of get to know and things like that. So like that's my recommendation of that. Like take that step, go on AI, find out like it, and just tell it like this is what I want to do and this is what I want to build around, and help find your niche and then start building off from that.
Once you have it though, it's mind-boggling because you're gonna like, every agent we go through that moment of shit, where's my next piece of business gonna come from? If you have a niche and you have a database with people in there, that's as easy as it gets right there. Cause you just go right back into your own database and be like, oh, hey, we met at this show, or how did you like the show? Or there's another show coming up, or if they have like for me, if their wedding's coming up and I haven't touched base with them in a while because there's a lot of freaking people, I just send them a congratulations card or whatever, you know? It's just a way to just stay in touch with somebody to just remember me kind of thing. So you never have to go looking too far for business when you have it kind of at your fingertips with some type of niche.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much. Well, any questions at all for Sandy? Oh, good. Anything to follow up with? No? Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that. That was awesome.